Hi guys, Mel here. I finally decided to go ahead and make a YouTube account. I was speaking to you all on Tumblr and the response was really positive and really awesome, so I've decided to go ahead and make some videos for you. Hopefully I can be of some help. If not, I apologize. Feel free to turn the video off right now. But the first one that I'm going to do for you is my everyday makeup routine, because I found that that was what was most requested. I am not a makeup artist. I don't claim to be, and everything I tell you could be completely wrong. So I'm sorry if it is. But this is my kind of everyday makeup, nothing crazy, just dewy skin and a little bit of a light contour and highlight. I'm not really keen to hide anything. I still want to be able to see like my spots and freckles and my natural skin, but I just want to even out my skin tone, brighten up my face. So if you are interested, keep watching and I will show you what I do. I'll talk to you after the video is done. Bye. Okay, so something that I think is really important is having a really good moisturizer. If your skin's really dry and flaky, it's going to show in your makeup's going to crack. I have really dry skin, really sensitive skin, so I use the Clarins Hydra Quench Rich Cream, the one for very dry skin. So this is what it looks like here. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, but I think it's really worth it because it's the only thing that I've found that keeps my skin really hydrated. And now I'm going to go ahead and start with a primer. So Clarins again. This is one of my favorite products that I own. This is the Clarins Beauty Flash Balm. It just brightens up your skin, makes it feel really plump before you put your makeup on. It is actually a primer, but you can just use it if you don't want to wear any makeup. You can just use it to like brighten up your skin. So I'm going to go ahead and take just a little amount, so about this much. Little goes a long way with this product, I think. So I'm just going to rub that together and I'm going to put that all over my face just to help my makeup set and stay and brighten up. Hopefully the brightness shines through the makeup. So now I'm going to go in with foundation. The foundation that I use on a daily basis is MAC Studio Fix with the SPF 15. This is what it looks like, and mine is the shade NW20. I don't know if you can see that. I really like using a foundation that has SPF in it just because it protects you from the sun every day when you're out and about. And it's always good to just choose a foundation that has SPF in it, especially if you have sensitive skin or you're prone to getting sunburnt. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my face. I actually just bought the pump for this today, but I haven't actually put it on there yet. I'm just going to dab it onto my finger and apply it onto my face. I don't like to use my hands to apply makeup. I think it makes it really streaky. So I'm going to go in with my beauty blender. This one is just from Mecca. So I'm just going to go ahead and buff out my foundation. I used to use a foundation brush, but I found that it was really streaky, and I was a little hesitant to try using a beauty blender, but ever since I did, life-changing. Now I'm going to go in with concealer, and I like to do like a combination highlight concealer. These are my two favorites. This one is Clinique All About Eyes concealer in the shade 01, which is light neutral, and the other one is MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and that is in the shade NC25. That's the one I'm going to show you guys today. So I just take one pump on the back of my hand, about that much. I'm going to just dip my finger into the concealer, and I do under the eyes because I'm really dark under the eyes naturally. Under the eyes, because I'm using it as a highlight as well, I'm going to do this little shape like that. A little bit on my chin, bridge of the nose because I'm highlighting. And I'm going to go ahead and use the warmth of my finger to blend that in. Normally I hate using my hands, but I think with concealer, the warmth of your finger really helps melt it into your creases. And I just like to go ahead and grab my beauty blender and just buff the rest of it in, and that I find that picks up a lot of the excess product. I like to set my under eyes and the highlighted places with a translucent powder. I find if you set it with the same color that you set your face with, you lose the brightening effect. So I'm going to go ahead and take the MAC Prep and Prime. This is the transparent pressed powder, so it's white. And it comes up translucent, so I'm just going to close my eye and pat that down. You want to go ahead and just set anywhere that you've got the highlighted concealer. I'm going to take it on my chin, bridge of the nose, and just up into my forehead where I put all of that light powder. So I'm going to take the MAC Studio Fix in C35, and that's what it looks like. And I'm going to use that to set everywhere that I've got foundation and avoid the places that I've put the brightening. So cheeks. Okay, so now I'm going to do my contouring. I'm not a huge contourer. I don't know how to say that, but you know what I mean. But I just like to create a little bit of dimension, and I think that really light powder contouring can do that. I really like the way that it looks. So I use Napoleon Camera Finish Powder Foundation. This is in the shade Mahogany. And this is what it looks like. So I'm going to pick it up on a Clinique blush brush. And if you don't know where to contour, the trick is to suck your cheeks in. So like this. Right where that line is, you want to go just slightly above. So I'm going to take some of this on the Clinique brush and tap off the excess. You're going to want to start back in your hairline because it's always easier to blend the product down than it is if you start here and pull it back all the way, put too much on. With contouring, I think it's best not to go past the corner of your eye on the cheek, because I think it can look a little bit funny if the contour goes too far down. So I like to take mine right up into the hairline. I think it just frames the face really well. So you're going to want to take it, squeezing the brush again, up around the temple, all the way around the hairline, and down here. I don't know if you can see, but it just frames your face really nicely. And then I'm going to do the jawline. So I don't know how well you can see, but I've just created a sort of darker line there. It just adds a bit of dimension. It doesn't really change the way you look. It's nice shadowing, nice outlining. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on my eyes. This is my favorite thing in the entire world. This is the original Naked palette by Urban Decay. And this is what it looks like on the inside, so it's really cool. Very loved, as you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Naked, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade, so my base for my eyes. And you're gonna wanna tap off the excess, picking this up on a Clinique brush. Not sure what the name is, but anything you can find that's sort of a little bit fluffy. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put that all over the lid. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a smaller brush, which is Bobbi Brown, just a little blending brush. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Buck. And tapping off any excess, and I'm going to go ahead and take that into my crease. I'm going to take that big blending brush and just blend that out, just so it's super natural. And another one of my favorite products, makes me super happy, is the Napoleon Loose Eye Dust in Starlight. It's so pretty, so I'll show you what it looks like. It's almost like, it literally looks like fairy dust. You can see what it looks like. So I'm just going to dip that same fluffy brush, take off the excess, and I'm just going to pat that over the lid. And it just gives a really nice light sheer wash of shimmer. I'm going to go in with my highlight, which is actually an eyeshadow, but it's my favorite highlight that I've ever used. Actually, a lot of people have like stopped me and asked me what the highlighting is, and I'm like, oh, it's actually eyeshadow. But it's Urban Decay Virgin, and it's just got a really pretty light shimmer to it. So that's what it looks like there. And you can use any sort of fluffy brush, nothing too big, because you want to sort of be able to choose where you're applying it as opposed to just getting shimmer all over your face. So I'm just going to take that on this Clinique brush, tap off the excess, and where you've put the contour, you want to go just above. You want to hold at the end of the brush and just circles. I like to take it up into the temple and into just under the brow bone. I'm just going to apply it anywhere I've put the concealer and highlighter earlier. So bridge of the nose, chin, a little on the forehead, just to give that dewy glow that I was talking about before that I can't really achieve by using a matte powder. I'm going to go ahead and tight line. So it's just that little flesh colored part underneath your top lash line. And I'm going to use Revlon Color Stay in black. So you just want to lift up your eyelid. This can be a little bit tricky at first. I used to use like a gel pot, and now I've switched to the Smashbox Limitless liquid liner in jet black. So this is what it looks like. So because of the shape of my eyes, I don't like to take the line across my whole eye because I feel like it really brings them in and makes them look smaller, and they're already quite small. So I just like to do a little wing on the outer corner. So I'm just going to use this mirror because this could go horribly wrong. Where the corner of my eye is, I like to start out and flick in. And then bring it up towards the lash line. I think most people would probably tell you to flick your wing outwards, which is probably the way you should do it, but for some reason I cannot get it right like that. So you want something with a super pointy tip. This is literally the only mascara that I will use. I'm obsessed with it. It is Clinique High Impact Extreme Volume Mascara in Extreme Black. So it's a big chunky tube like that. I have quite long eyelashes naturally, and this just like takes to a whole nother level. I love it, but it is a bit gloopy, so I like to just take a little bit of the product off the brush and then just go ahead and put that on my lashes. I like to use the tip of it to like flick out the ends of my lashes. I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows now, and I use Anastasia, the brow powder duo in Ebony. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and take the darker shade. I like to do a line underneath, just to sort of give me a guideline of where I'm going. And then I like to blend up and in. Now that they're all filled in, I'm going to go ahead and set them. And I love the Maybelline Brow Drama. This is Sculpting Brow Mascara, and mine is in the shade Dark Brown. You basically just apply it like mascara. I love really thick, natural looking I guess they're not super natural looking, but I just mean like I love them to be really thick and not too done. I like them to be almost messy. For lipsticks, I mix my two favorite from MAC. One is Myth, which looks like this, and the other is Half and Half, which looks like that. Go in with Half and Half first, and I just dab. This is my little blending trick. Then I take Myth on the top lip. Again, dabbing, just because I don't want too harsh of a colour. And then creates a really nice nude shade. If you want to go with a gloss, sometimes I wear a gloss, sometimes I don't. I just got this one. This is the MAC Blush Glass in Wildly Lush. And you're just going to take that over the top, not too much. I find that if you contour and bronzer with the same shade, it just sort of washes out both of the colours and you lose the definition that you've created. So I'm going to be using the MAC bronzing powder. This is Matte Bronze, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Clinique, no I will not actually, I'm going to take the Bobbi Brown, because you want like a fluffy brush so that the product isn't too concentrated in one area. So I'm going to pick that up on the Bobbi Brown brush, tap off the excess, and just go in on the cheeks. I really love to do over the nose. I like to hit where this, I like to apply it where the sun would naturally hit, because I think it gives you like a really beachy glow. It gives you like a flush, like you've been out in the sun all day without the skin damage. And if you want to bronze up your face a little, just a little bit to the rest of your face, and that's it. So this is my kind of everyday